It happened quietly. No headlines, no press briefings, no official communique. But word began to spread that something unusual had just unfolded in Accra, Ghana. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in town, attending a high-level regional dialogue hosted by Ghana's leadership. Nothing new there. Tinubu has long been a key figure in shaping ECOWAS policy, especially on matters concerning regional stability and military transitions. But what caught everyone off guard was the arrival of Captain Ibrahim Traore. No ceremony, no fanfare, just a black SUV pulling up at the rear of the venue. The young Burkinabe leader stepped out, dressed not in full military uniform, but a crisp, understated suit with just enough insignia to remind the world who he was. The atmosphere shifted, conversations paused, aides exchanged glances. You could feel it, something rare was about to happen. Inside the hall, Tinubu was seated, flanked by his delegation. He looked up, and there was Traoré. For a brief second, the air went still. Two leaders, one room, years of tension between their governments, one upholding regional democratic order, the other leading a military-led resistance to that very framework. And yet, what happened next surprised everyone. Traoré approached, calm, deliberate. Tinubu stood, their eyes locked, and then a handshake. Firm, intentional, not rushed, not performative. They didn't speak publicly. There were no microphones, but sources close to the moment say they exchanged more than pleasantries. Observers noticed the body language relaxed, shoulders, brief nods, even a faint smile from Tinubu. Traoré, ever composed, listened more than he spoke. But when he did, his tone was confident. 15 minutes. That's how long they stood away from the spotlight, speaking in low tones while the room held its collective breath. No one knew what to make of it. A meeting of minds, a warning, a signal. Later that evening, whispers circulated that discussions may have touched on joint security efforts, cross-border cooperation, or perhaps a quiet thaw in what had become a frosty diplomatic Cold War. One anonymous diplomat reportedly said, "It wasn't what they said, it was the fact that they stood there at all. That handshake wasn't about now, it was about what comes next." By morning, the footage had leaked just a few seconds of grainy hallway video. But it was enough to spark speculation across West Africa. Twitter caught fire. Tinubu and Traoré, same room, same tone, something big is brewing. Is this the start of a Sahel reset? You can't ignore the symbolism. That handshake said everything. Some hailed it as leadership maturity, the beginning of dialogue where previously there was only distance. Others wondered if it was simply political theater. But in homes, offices, campuses, and markets, the conversation had already started. What if, behind that brief encounter, lay the foundation of a new West African pact, one where the old guard and the rising disruptors finally found a middle ground? One thing is certain, this wasn't just a chance meeting, it was intentional, and it sent a message to ECOWAS, to Africa, to the world. That in a time of deep divisions and loud voices, sometimes the quietest moments speak the loudest. So what do you think really happened in Accra? Was this the start of something new, or just a temporary pause in a long game of political chess? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because whatever comes next, you'll want to be here for it.